Nintendo. What can you say about the video game legend that hasn't been said before? Well, a lot of stuff actually, but that's just a figure of speech. The point is, Nintendo is an old and learned company. They saved the video game market back in the 80s and set a standard that was hard to emulate back in the early 80s to mid 90s. But not anymore. Now you can emulate everything Nintendo has done for the past 3 decades on your home computer. Want to play an obscure NES title you rented from the Korean movie place that one summer you spent at your Tia Mari's house? You're just a short Google away from reliving your childhood. What if you grew up in the GameCube's life cycle, but never owned one because you had a PS2 instead, but always felt like playing Mario Sunshine? You can do that too. And what the hell, you can even play Wii games as well. Enough about the past. Let's talk about Nintendo in 2014. The 2 products on Nintendo's plate is this generation's Pokemon machine, the 3DS, and the Wii U. What? You've never heard of it? Well, that's to be expected. It came out this year with very little press surrounding it, but a great selection of exclusive games, which is really what Nintendo consoles are all about. It's really hard to see why everyone hasn't gone out and bought it. This thing came out 3 years ago. The first notable game that I can think of for the Wii U is Super Mario 3D World, a fun 4-player platformer that's, in my opinion, more fun and interesting than the last dozen new Super Mario Bros. Games. It's an awesome game, and it must have been a launch title, right? I mean, they had the concept from the 3DS version, and the Wii U came out so early, they must have been working on this to launch on release day, right? Right? Nope, this was released an entire year after the Wii U's launch. An entire year. What did Nintendo loyals and Christmas gifties have to play in the first year of release? Well, there was Nintendo Land. Nintendo didn't really get the ball rolling in terms of games until late 2013. You can count all the games that make the Wii U worth it on your fingers. In order of release, those are Wonderful 101, 3D World, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Mario Kart 8, Hyrule Warriors, Bayonetta 2, and the recent Super Smash Bros. 7 games. 7 games over the course of 3 years. Pardon my French, but that's bullcrap. In my opinion, some of the aforementioned games should have been launch titles. And you might say, hey, it takes time to make games. It takes a year. Blah, blah, blah. Well, no shit. Regardless of Nintendo's relationship with third-party developers, I just don't see how you can excuse not having games when you have your own in-house development team. I mean, it's not like Nintendo just finished the Wii U like 8 months before they decided to launch it. I would assume that someone said to themselves, hey, maybe we should make some games for this thing. But I guess that guy must have died instantly after having that thought, because no one seems to have gotten the memo. I just don't see how you can launch a video game console, a machine whose only purpose is to play games, without any games. Well, games worth paying the $300 to $400 price of admission. You don't buy a Wii U to play Nintendo Land. You buy a Wii U to play Mario. This seems to be the current situation with consoles, not just the Wii U. Although the Wii U had an extra year, and they still somehow seem like the low man on the totem pole, which isn't the case. As of today, I can safely recommend you buy a Wii U, now that there's an actual selection of worthwhile games. This was supposed to be a review of the Wii U, but it kinda got out of hand and became more of a discussion about the Wii U than a review, so I guess that'll be the next video.